Hello top level managers around the world, welcome back to your channel Maman Prefer Gaming. This is your channel because you are all top 11 managers and I always make content only on top 11. So it is your channel, not only my channel. Please subscribe this channel. As I said, this is your channel and you should subscribe your own channel. In this video, I'm gonna share you the biggest secret trick in top 11 at the moment. The majority of the top 11 managers do not really realize how this trick can be, successful in order to beat giant opponent. Finally, here is a solution of beating giant teams. Now, many of you facing this problem that you face when you start your league, when you start your Champions League, when you start your cup at the first day of the season, you see a massive team in your tournament, and you have almost no chance to win that title. So after seeing him, you almost die. Your team almost die on the spot, and then you do not have any more motivation to continue in that season in order to play for winning the title. So in this video, I am going to show you how you can kill these massive giants. Like in this match, as you can see, 154% versus 189.5%, nearly 190% team. So can you believe it? Such a big team, guys, and it is almost impossible to win against these teams. But I'm going to give you a trick that is right now working pretty well. How this 154.8% team beat 189.5% despite this team was very active and also appeared during the match. So he is a very big opponent, thrashed everyone in his tournament. If you want to win any matches like in semi-final and final, when you are about to face a giant opponent, now you know that player quality or team strength is the #1 priority to win matches. If you are bigger than your opponent in terms of player quality, not overall percentage, then you're gonna win against any team. But what if you cannot increase your player percentage within just 1 or 2 days because you have a match, you have a final match, semi-final, your opponent is too bigger in terms of player quality. They have mutant players, you don't have mutant players. How can you win against them in a semi-final, final? So here it is, the alternative trick, the trick #1, play style. That means you will have to have mastered play style players, and then all you gotta do, you will have to save your points of hot shot, or you can say playstyle points, and then you will have to use these playstyle points, not only hot shot but also from draw frenzy. You can have playstyle points from draw frenzy and kick around as well, and then you're gonna use these playstyle points to boost your players just before the final match or semi-final match against a giant opponent. You think you have no chance against that opponent, so all you get to do, you will have to boost. But before boosting, you must have players who are mastered already, who are having master play style. Play style boost will not work if you do not have players who are already mastered their play style. If your players are not upgraded to the mastered play style, then these boosting will not work. So mastering play style requires time. It's not that you can master 11 players within just a few minutes. Generally, it takes a few seasons to master all the players because you will not have plenty of playstyle points. So sometime if you are lucky like me, as I can show you a player, I mean totally a player fully mastering because I got some lucky points from Draw Frenzy. Sometime you can also get from Hotshot like 6,500 point, 3,500, 1,500 all together. As you can see, this player already mastered. Now I'm about to boost, already boosted, as you can see, playstyle boosted. And as you can see, this player will perform really well, to be very honest, because he is boosted. His playstyle is mastered, and his playstyle also boosted for 1 day. Generally, it stays for 1 day, only 1 day. You are just increasing the power of the player just for 1 day. It is simple as that. Top 11 is, of course, that a game you need to pay something in order to get benefit. But yes, of course, there is also opportunity for free users like me. Sometime you will also get opportunity to use these sort of features. It's not that you're gonna get it every single day or every single season. When you play against bigger team in the final and semi-final of Champions League Cup, you see many of the teams are giants, and you have no chance to catch them by percentage. Some of the teams can be lower than you, but in terms of player quality, they are way higher. There are many managers who are having a very bigger player and keeping 1% player, they're keeping their overall percentage down. Like many players can be 160%, 70%, but they actually hide their percentage to a smaller team, overall team. So now in those final, if you want to win against them, you will have to do a lot of things, exceptional things, you know, because they also exceptional teams, you know, they also perform a lot of things. They also use real money. You know, you cannot use real money, you cannot use money, you're a free user. Maybe you can take a chance following these 3 tricks. You know, honestly speaking, this will work 10 out of 5 time or 6 time, even 7 time, 10 out of 7 time or 5 times, 6 time at least, it's gonna work. Because your opponent may be a bigger one and he will not boost his players, he will not have all players on fire, so you can have benefit. Now the first thing you can do in here as a free user, you know that you can train player just to get 1 fire status. That means if you have players who are very close to getting a star, you can simply train those players and get a star. This is just for free users. I know it is not possible to get stars for all the 11 players just training their next star, you know. You can train like 2, 3, 4 players to get stars, but not 11 players. You need a lot of rest, you need a lot of time to train. But you have another trick you can apply if you have a bit of you know, money to spend for this game. That means you are a free user, but if you can buy special sponsor, I mean, many of the free users, they do not spend money in other section, but they spend for only a special sponsor. Yes, guys, to get this benefit, you will have to have a special sponsor. In premium special sponsor, you'll have these into 11. That means you can get all your 11 players instantly on fire status. All you gotta do, you will have to save these and you will not claim these one early stage. You are gonna claim these whenever you are gonna play that challenging match. The team can beat you anytime and you have no chance against the team, so you are gonna apply this one. So together, if you follow all these 3 tricks I'm gonna talk about in this video, if you follow all these 3 tricks, I can assure you that you can even win against 20-30% bigger team, unless they do the same. But you know, many people, if they are having bigger players, better players, mutant players, you know, percentage by percentage, if they are bigger than you by a big number, they don't really like to spend much times in the game. So if you are very active and passionate, you can spend more time to do all these 3 tricks so that you can take a chance against that giant in semi-final and final. So as you can see, I have claimed just before a final. If you look at these players, I put them just to get on fire status. They were in my bench. Some of my main 11 players, they already have these on fire status. So I did not spend, I did not really waste the opportunity to increase more players on fire. So all I did is I actually, put those on fire players on the bench and put players who are not having on fire in my 11. And then I simply claim the reward so that I get on fire status for all the 11 players who are not having already on fire. So this way I increased more 4 players on fire in my bench. So this is the trick you can also apply. Not only that, but also there are also few other tricks to get on fire that I'm gonna share in future in another video. Trick number 3 is very simple, a common one. You guys already understood that how important team play form is. So before this sort of important match against giant opponents in semi-final, final, all you gotta do, you will have to keep your team play form as high as possible. I know it is very difficult and it requires a lot of resources, to be very honest. All you gotta do, you can save your team play form team play drills from the beginning for the difficult matches. So once you actually save these big drills, for the difficult matches, you will be able to easily train your players to 70 plus. And if you have a lot of resources, or if you are a money user, why not it is 80? If it is possible, you can make 80 by 80 team play form.